Good morning, everyone. Again, welcome to today's Canada Specialist Program webinar. Christine and Paul for Fernie, please take it away.
Great. Well, welcome to Fernie, British Columbia. Charming, authentic, and real. Fernie is a winter playground for those that want the extraordinary. Fernie Alpine Resort sits above the picturesque town of Fernie, a historical mining community in the Lizard Range in the southeast corner of British Columbia, at the start of the Powder Highway. You're going to hear that a lot from both us and John. And it's a great route through BC. So located a short drive from not one, but two international airports, getting to Fernie is easier than you might think. Fly into either Calgary International Airport and take a scenic 3-hour drive through the ranchlands, the foothills, and the mountains, passing by historic Frank Slide on Highway 3 and the Crow's Nest Pass. Or you can fly into the Canadian Rockies International Airport, just a short 1-hour drive away from Cranbrook. Now, Fernie Alpine Resort, affectionately known for the Fernie factor. It's a powder hound's paradise. With up to 11 meters of snow a year, it's no wonder skiers and boarders are eager to make the trek to experience the Fernie factor for themselves. Now, this Fernie factor is not just about the amazing snow. It's about 5 huge alpine bowls and wide, uncrowded trails. Top that off with over 2,500 acres of skiing terrain serviced by 10 lifts, including the Polar Peak Chair, opening up the highest peak in the Lizard Range. Gives the resort a total of 1,082 vertical meters of terrain. And with our mild but snowfall heavy climate, the weather won't send many chills down your spine, but the scenery and incredible terrain will. And as I said, with 25,000 plus acres of terrain, the 5 bowls, Siberia, Timber, Curry, Lizard, and Cedar Bowl, 142 named runs, and copious amounts of glade skiing. So each slope has the ability to just pop in and run a line and then go back and you're 10, 15 yards away on the other side, and it's a totally new run. The unique aspect about Fernie is that each bowl and ridgeline offers the ability for people of different abilities to ski together all day on terrain that suits those abilities. So you can take one chair up together, one person drops into a black diamond run, somebody takes a green, and you meet up at the bottom of the chair and you ride again. And you've all had an amazing time. Now, to add to this winter wonderland, the resort offers a world-class snow school where you can learn something new or just bone up on your current skills. And if your legs are eager for a break from skiing or riding, you can try cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or biking, right from the base area. And if your legs are still up to the challenge, you could try First Tracks, where you get to experience the mountain before the resort opens each morning. You might not be thinking that the snow and terrain is all there is about Fernie, but there's more. Fernie is also a foodie's paradise. Lost Boys Cafe, located at the top of the Timber Chair, offers light lunch options and an amazing view. And in the base area, it's home to the family-friendly Legends Restaurant, fine dining, Cirque Restaurant and Bar, and then my favorite, the Grizz Bar. It's a quintessential ski bar back to the ski bum days of the 70s. Also on the mountain is a mountain pantry, which is just a small grocery store where you can pick up any essentials you might have forgotten or grab ingredients that you need to make a fabulous meal in your condo. So that's Fernie. And I'm going to pass it over to Fernie local, Fernie legend, Christine, and she's going to carry on with the presentation.
Thanks so much, Paul. So Paul and I do a lot of work together and truly to showcase and to feature the destination. The resort itself is a critical piece of that puzzle. So I'll speak a little bit more to the overall town and the accommodation options. So the picture that you're looking at right now, that actually is sharing and showcasing right up on the mountain at Fernie Alpine Resort. So that is the base area. It's just a beautiful evening spot. And there you can see quite a variety of some of the slopeside accommodation that's there. So next slide, Paul. So high level, we truly understand and appreciate that many people are looking to be like right in the heart of the action, and they want to be staying slopeside, ski in, ski out. And you can see from this image here, this is almost as close as you can get. So this is a shot actually of Lizard Creek Lodge. And so these properties here are your full ski in, ski out options, and a combination of condos, townhouses, and some hotel. So Lizard Creek, it is our 4-star full amenities property with the Cirque restaurant, as Paul mentioned, that beautiful outdoor pool. You can see the red lift just in the background there, and that's basically just the short distance you need to get to your first lift of the morning. Snow Creek Lodge and Cabins, they're also up on the mountain, and they're right alongside where our beginner slope is. And one thing that I love about the cabins is this really true Canadiana feel of staying tucked right within the mountains in these individualized cabins that are just perfect for a family or a group of individuals. Then there's the Grizz Inn, which is sort of just hiding behind this picture, but offers, you know, great family-friendly atmosphere, and also is home to the Rusty Edge Bar and Restaurant. The Cornerstone Lodge, that's one you can see just in the distance with the red roof. That's actually where Paul has a condo, so he can tell you all about how great that spot is. And then the Fernie Slopeside Lodge is a great option for those looking at more of a value-priced product that still offers that ski in, ski out convenience, and it is just a hotel style property. So in addition to the ski in, ski out, there's obviously still a really broad range of options to choose from. And so while these may not be true ski out, very short distance from where the lifts are located. So offering a variety of options between Fernie Lodging Company and Fernie Central Reservations, they offer a wealth of private chalets and private houses. And this is where you can look to accommodate, you know, a greater range of families and in numbers in each of them. You can go ahead, Paul, that's fine. So just to keep in mind, that's what's located right at the base of the resort. However, we also appreciate that some might want to be a bit closer to the action of the town and access to some of the amenities there. So there is similarly quite a variety of hotels, motels, while the volume of the inventory is more skewed towards hotel style. There certainly are still condos that you can find in the community of Fernie itself. And we also have some unique stays that have opened up in Fernie, including the tiny home feel. So I'd probably just, you know, 2 people most in there, but also the deluxe pods that have recently opened with Raging Elk Adventure Lodging. That's kind of a unique type of lower priced place to stay, but very new and cool. So as mentioned, you know, one of the great benefits about Fernie is our proximity between the actual ski resort and the city itself. And it is only 7 kilometers between the two. And you can see from this is our like picture postcard view. And it really does look like this. You'll see we have a historic downtown core that's filled with lots of character. And then sitting in the background is the Lizard Range and Fernie Alpine Resort. So next slide. So I did purposely put this sideways just to help give a better view of the layout. So just to give you from reference, on the far left side, you can see the cluster of where Fernie Alpine Resort is located. And then basically the highway winds along the picturesque Elk River and then moves in towards where this like sort of concentration is in the center of town. And the historic Main Street is just off of where the highway is. So the hotel is located mostly along the highway area and then historic downtown. So when you're in the town of Fernie, everything is very compact and easy to move and walk around. However, we will not make you walk everywhere because we know you'll be tired from skiing all day. So just to let you know, we do have and will be running again our Fernie Stoke shuttle service. This is our in-resort, in-town service. And this offers rides between the resort and the town for our daytime skiers, but then also ensuring that we can move people from the mountain down to the town to enjoy the evening activities and get them back home safely. So that schedule will be forthcoming, but it is definitely in operation for this coming year. So getting into the town, Paul mentioned, and he spoke to some of the variety of dining that was available up on the mountain. Certainly when you get into the community in the town of Fernie, that's where you're able to really broaden even more horizons as far as what there is to explore and experience. And certainly Fernie has a very wide surplus of like international cuisine, some real favorites. You'll see them as you see the lineups begin at 5 o'clock, but the beauty is midweek, it's not as busy. So featuring a lot of local and fresh beefy flavors. We have a number of retailers and also restaurateurs that really focus on incorporating local ingredients however and whenever possible. And we have a lot of really sort of craft and boutique type of suppliers in the community as well, with the chocolate and coffee and kombucha and all those sort of things. So evening and nightlife, certainly there is still a pulse that happens into the evening, and we're fortunate to have a Fernie Brewing Company, which is our craft brewer that has a tasting room you can go out and experience. We have Fernie Distillers, which is our craft distillery located right in the downtown core. There is a plethora of live music, in all the different sort of pubs and different unique venues throughout the community, and to just feel like catching up with a game of pool or whatnot. There's a variety of different avenues that you can still burn the evening light. So switching gears and just recognizing that people are looking to fill their vacation with not only just their ski and snowboard experience, but just other Canadiana experiences. And so in Fernie, we do have a true NHL-sized outdoor rink that is free for use. There are skate rentals that you can capture in town. We have over 50 kilometers of groomed and track set cross-country terrain that is available and accessible. There are guided snowshoe tour opportunities. Equipment can all be rented in the town of Fernie or also up at the ski resort itself. And for those of you that have not had the opportunity to go tobogganing, truly your smile will be as big as this fellow's when you give it a try, and hold on tight. Similarly, for anyone looking to just sort of, get back inside or looking for some indoor activities, there is, again, a whole wide range of things. Again, moving into the Fernie Aquatic Center, which has a water slide and different facilities for family. We have our Vogue Theater that still does showcase and shows matinees and new releases, but our ever popular Ghost Riders hockey team, truly an experience to take in and encourage you to come and check that out on a night. And those looking for information on our history of Fernie, we're a coal mining town and have a lot of interesting pieces of that puzzle to explore, and our museum is open to help share that detail. And one last experience that I really wanted to share and showcase is that, cat skiing is another prevalent ski and snowboard experience in our community. We have 2 world-renowned operators, and this is where you actually get taken up the mountain by a snowcat. That's the yellow one that's there. You get dropped on the top with a backcountry guide and basically get to ski and ride this untouched terrain in our community. So truly, once in a lifetime type experience. And Fernie Wilderness Adventures and Island Lake Lodge are the 2 businesses that operate that. Okay, so as Paul knows, I could go on forever talking about Fernie, but we certainly want to thank you all for joining us today. Do feel free to follow us on our social media channels, because we're always sharing and posting. And as always, do feel free to reach out to any one of us at any time for more information.